Hello guys, how are you?
I'm Hardeep Singh. Welcome back to your own YouTube channel. IELTS updates and recent exams. For more updates related to recent IELTS exam writing test topics, listening, reading, practice test, and speaking, you got guesswork. Please guys participate in everyday listening and reading practice test to achieve your desired band score in your actual IELTS exam. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Press the bell icon for the upcoming notifications. Don't forget like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, IELTS updates and recent exams.
Part 1.
You'll hear a conversation between a fitness center agent and customer. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5.
Good morning. May I help you?
Hi, good morning. I've come to get some information about membership and the facilities here.
Of course. So what sort of thing would you like to know?
Do you have a yoga class?
I'm sorry, but we primarily run aerobics classes.
What about swimming?
No, I'm sorry. Perhaps you have mixed us up with the 7 Sports Centre.
Oh yes, I must have made a mistake. Sorry. So do you have bodybuilding equipment?
Sure, we've got a lot of facilities for bodybuilding. And we also have a Keep Fit studio. It is very popular with our members. And then as well as that, we have a badminton court.
That sounds good. I often like to play badminton.
We have other special classes too.
Do you have fencing classes? I'm crazy about fencing.
Well, at the moment we offer judo classes. We're planning to add fencing classes soon.
Are there any restaurants or coffee shops I can go after exercising?
At the moment we've got a diet shop which is very popular. It sells caffeine and oil-free, low-calorie food.
OK, thanks.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at the questions 6 to 10.
By the way, can I ask about the membership scheme?
What kind of membership are you looking for?
I haven't made up my mind yet. What sort of membership schemes are available?
Well, there are 4 different types of membership.
I see. How does it work?
Basically, the first one is called Super, and you can use all services at any time during the week or at the weekend.
That sounds great. It's very expensive, isn't it?
Right. You pay £700 for the annual subscription fee.
Wow, it's so expensive. Right, OK then. So, what about the next stage?
That's the Under Super, £500 for the annual subscription fee. You can use all services Monday to Sunday except Fridays, because all Super memberships have an open lesson with specialist trainers.
OK, I see. So what time is the best time for me as a student?
You can only use the facilities between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. If you need a training coach, you must pay £10 per hour, but it's free for Super membership.
OK, I see. How about the next stage?
Actually, it's called middle class membership. It's slightly less than the £300 for the annual subscription fee. You can use the facilities from Monday to Thursday only. The other conditions are similar to Under Super.
OK, what about the last one?
It's called low class membership. £150 for the annual subscription fee. You can use all services from Monday to Thursday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Thanks so much. I will go for the low-class membership scheme.
OK, how will you pay for it?
Can I pay with a debit card?
Sure.
Thank you. Here you are.
PIN number, please.
OK. Can I start from next Monday?
Sure, no problem. Thank you for visiting Seven Islands Sports Centre.
That is the end of part 1.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Now turns to part 2.
You'll hear a tourism programme, Manor House Town Theatre. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 13.
And here on Radio Manor House today, we have Sandy Smith, the Marketing Relations Officer of our own Manor House Town Theatre. Hello, Sandy.
Good to see you.
Now, the theatre is reopening soon after its 2.5-year development programme, isn't it?
That's right. And there has been a lot of remodelling and renovation work. Firstly, audiences will see when they come into the hall that it has been repainted in pure silver and bronze. Also, the ticket office has been redesigned with a new decorated entrance from the both sides of the theatre. This means it can be a more relaxed and comfortable space. The shop, close to the ticket office, will sell tour guidebooks, CDs and souvenirs. It should be finished by next week. The plan for redevelopment is to show audiences a new image and promote the theatre. Most of all, we hope to welcome potential new audiences and develop new actors and actresses to improve local theatre.
How is the auditorium different?
Well, it's completely different. Basically, we've extended the space between the aisles. It means that the number of seats is less than before, but we bet audiences will be much more satisfied with the theatre being in this condition. Also, we've set up an air conditioner and filtering system, so auditions won't feel hot and stuffy. We have prepared some extra space for disabled customers that is twice as wide as before. We hope this helps them to enjoy the theatre in more comfort. And finally, we've installed some new elevators because the old ones we used were very narrow and often broke down. Now they've been changed and work much better.
Has anything changed in the dressing rooms?
Of course, we've remodelled backstage. The old dressing rooms were narrow, dark and damp, but now they've been transformed into wide, bright spaces. We've also added practical drawers and hangers so that performers can change their clothes and makeup easily. Also, the backstage's electronic sound and lighting facilities have been upgraded.
Before you hear the rest of the programme, you have some time to look at the questions 14 to 20.
All right, so could you tell me some details about the next performance?
We've got a play we're very proud of, The Old Man and the Sea, which was written by Ernest Hemingway in 1951. It starts on the 15th of August and runs until the 25th. We used to begin all our performances at 7 p.m, but as it was hard for audiences to go home by public transport, we changed the start time to 6:30 p.m. The play is due to finish at 9 p.m. Surprisingly, tickets are selling like hotcakes. The Saturday and Sunday performances have sold out already. Actually, now we have only tickets for Wednesday and Friday, but those will be sold out soon.
How much does it cost?
We've introduced a simpler price structure. Ticket prices used to range from £6 to £30, but now they're all £18. Also, they're available from the box office in person, by phone, fax, post, or online. It's not expensive.
Great. Sandy, now if you'd like to tell us the telephone number for the theatre.
That is the end of part 2.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Now turns to part 3.
You'll hear 2 university students discussing a social science lecture they attended. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24. Did you go to the first social science lecture yesterday?
Yeah. Didn't you see me there?
No. I was trying so hard to understand the lecturer.
What didn't you understand?
A lot of it, really. For example, he said we needed to study history as part of the course, but I didn't get why.
You probably missed it. He said early on that we need to learn from our past mistakes.
Right. But he also said we need to put ourselves in the place of our ancestors. Why is that?
I think the point is that it's not enough to know how they lived and what they did. We need to know what they thought.
I see. And I've written transferable skills in my notes next, but I have no idea what that means.
If you study social science, you learn skills that you can use in a job.
Oh, right. Is that all? Okay, but why is that?
The point he made was that in studying social science, you use a flexible and adaptable approach to learning.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 25 to 30.
He also kept mentioning all the other subjects we will need to study as part of the course. I didn't write them all down, did you?
Some of them. I think I can make sense of my notes. The first one was anthropology, which he said would cover prehistory and archaeology as well.
Okay.
Then there's economics. I wrote down that this was not meant to mean that we will spend all our time looking at economic theory, but more that we need to see how humans behave.
That's good. I don't think I could handle economic theory. He said something about education too, didn't he?
Yeah. He said we'll be looking at how cultural information is handed down from one generation to the next through teaching children.
He said we'd be focusing on geography too, but I can't really remember which aspects. Can you?
I noted it down, I think. Here we are, yes, particularly in relation to urban planning. It's law that I got confused about. I didn't understand why he linked that to economics.
I think he meant that laws affect the way wealth is distributed.
That makes sense. Now, what are the science wars?
Okay, I did get that. The science wars are about how social science collects information. In sociology and social work, and in social science generally, they can only study patterns of behavior and observe. If you compare that to the way scientists work in physics or chemistry, it's very different because they use specific experiments that can be tested and which give concrete answers. Social studies is often accused of being unscientific. That's all.
Okay, but it still looks like a good course, doesn't it? You don't have any regrets, do you?
None at all. I'm looking forward to it.
That is the end of part 3.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Now turns to part 4.
You are going to hear a lecture given by a coach. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40.
Today I'm going to give all the new members of our league a brief introduction about our basketball league. We are a competitive league whose goal is to promote sportsmanship and good health. Founded in 1988 with 4 teams and 30 players, today we have grown to over 20 teams and 200 players. We will accept any player regardless of race or sex as long as they are a student at this school. There is no maximum age. As long as you are still fit, you can play. But we do require all players meet the minimum age standard, which is 20 for woman and 18 for man. We expect the best behaviour out of all the players, whether male or female. Hopefully, you will all enjoy the upcoming season and make new friends with your teammates and coaches. Our final date of registration is October 11th. If you have any friends or family that are still interested, don't forget to remind them to register by this date. After October 1, there is a late registration fee of $20 on top of the $200 membership fee. The membership fee includes a team uniform, gym usage fees, and referee fees. All the coaches in our league are volunteers, so please be respectful and don't yell at them if they don't know everything. Please attend your first team meeting on October 15. This will be an important event to get to know your teammates and coaches. The first practice is scheduled for October 18. Please call ahead if you know you can't make it. Our league schedule is as follows. There will be practice every Tuesday and Thursday, and games every Saturday morning. This is gym time that is included in your membership fees. Your coaches and the rest of the team can arrange any extra practice times. Practices are from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m, and games are from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please plan on making all your practices and games. We realize that all the players are also mothers and fathers, students and workers, yet at the same time it takes commitment to create a good basketball team. There are some rules that everyone in the league must abide by. First, please be on time to your games. If your team is more than 10 minutes late, you will be forced to forfeit the game. Second, please wear appropriate basketball shoes for all practices and games, as shoes other than these may damage the gym floor. Third, be respectful to the referees. Any inappropriate actions or gestures will result in an ejection and a fine from the league. Last, the most important thing is to have a good time. If you are not enjoying yourself, then you are missing the point of basketball. See you all at the games next Saturday.
That is the end of part 4.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
So guys, don't forget like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. IELTS updates and recent exams. For more updates related to recent IELTS exam writing test topics, listening, reading, practice test and speaking, you can guesswork. Please guys, participate in everyday new IELTS listening and reading practice tests to achieve your desired band score in your actual IELTS exam. For more IELTS material, visit my official website www.ieltsupdatesandrecentexams.com. The link is given below in the description. If you need PDF files of latest IELTS material, then please join my Telegram channel. So guys, please write your score below the comment section. Again, thanks for listening. God bless you all guys. Stay tuned, stay safe.